Welcome fellow detectives to another video on the researcher's first murder. Since my last upload, I was able to not just identify all the people involved in the murders, I even found all the missing pieces for the final address, and that is going to be important. I understood the title, The Researcher's First Murder. So now I can finally state I solved this puzzle, actually by the end of March, but well, I spent the days in Spain and I wasn't able to record another video since then. And still, after finishing the essential pieces of the solution, I discover new things every day and understand more of the whole thing with each iteration I start. With that being said, in this video I want to share some more useful tips and give you guidance that help me to understand more of the plot. This video contains obvious spoilers, and because the deadline has already passed about a month ago, I can get a little more concrete with the clues, I guess. Useful clues. Two things might help you understand a little more while reading: Snuffy's cousin and Zoe Green. When I first got into Snuffy's cousin, I was led to the name Abigail, which was obviously wrong. In fact, it is something we all use on a daily basis, and to name it clearly, it's about Barney Google. The narrator Googles some things, apart from researching kittens on social media. The internet is for cat content. Zoe Green seems like a typical name for a woman, and when Zoe appears, it kinda seems like it is about a woman. By the way, there is one sentence where Zoe is being referred to, although something is wrong with the area. To clarify Zoe, it's an electric car, produced by Renault. Green is her surname because it is a sustainable way to travel. Whenever the narrator joins Zoe, there is travel involved, or at least the thought of travel. Names. The names you are looking for are often pretty literally in the text. You can find at least half of them written directly into the pages, and most of them are being used a few times. It might help to list all of the names you can find to solve the puzzle quicker. As I said, cross out Zoe from that list. She is definitely not involved in the murders. Chapters, themes. Each chapter follows a certain theme that makes it easier to sort. Some might be harder to find, but there are also easier ones. The following is in a random order to not eliminate too much of your fun. There is one following a game of cards that is traditionally played in Italy. Another game referenced is Clue, or as it is called in Germany, Cluedo. In this chapter you will also find most of the Bible references, by the way. There is a chapter giving a very clear clue to the first name of the narrator, that basically is about boats and where you can make them go. Or not. Smaller ones may also go in a pool. Obvious hint. If you want to plunge in one, another chapter is probably your favorite, until you discover the method used to get rid of another kitten. This chapter refers to golf and uses the complicated Eris game, which I found very hard to spot as a non-native. But it is not necessary to solve the puzzle. One chapter references Damon Runyon, who is also known by a shorter name, at least by the narrator. This is the only chapter in America, so that might also help you sort things. The final chapter, or you could say the 10th, is also pretty easy to sort. But be aware, the end of the puzzle is open. If you try to salt and pepper it, it would be incorrect. I leave 3 open just to annoy you. But take these as a little guide. Red herrings. The OGs of this channel might remember why this is a little fun to talk about, but I found some red herrings in The Researcher's First Murder. In my definition, it is something misleading you, which probably happens quite a few times. First of all, the Sherlock Holmes references. There are a lot of them, and unfortunately they won't help you to sort the chapters. But in some cases, they help to identify important plot elements, for example while riding a bike. Same goes for the Shakespeare references. Horace's egg isn't really a red herring, but the more you uncover about this thing, you will start to understand the concept and the style of writing, as well as another use for that name. Apart from Gilbert, which is a similar thing, you may compare it to Henry in Cain's Jawbone. Still, there is a reason for it. That's it for today's video. I hope to bring you more on the final solution and the plot in the next weeks. A few videos are already being prepared. Please like and subscribe to the channel to support me and share the video if you liked it. That's it for today. Bye.